Hi everyone. Come let's go with types of excitation system. Today a large number of different types of exciter system are used. Three main types can be distinguished. One is DC excitation system, AC excitation system, static excitation system. The DC excitation system is where the exciter is a DC generator, often on the same axis as the rotor of the synchronous machine. AC excitation system where the exciter is an AC machine with rectifier. Static excitation system is where the exciting current is fed from a control rectifier that gets its power either directly from the generator terminal or from the power plant auxiliary power system. Normally it contains batteries. In the later case, the synchronous machine can be started against an unenergized net, a black start. The batteries are usually charged from the net. A typical excitation control system is represented by a black diagram. The terminal voltage of the alternator is sampled, rectified, and compared with the reference voltage. The difference is amplified and fed back to the exciter field winding to change the excitation current. Static excitation system is static excitation system. The generator field is fed from a thyristor network just sufficient to adjust the thyristor firing angle to vary the excitation level. A major advantage of such a system is that when required, the field voltage can be varied through a full range of positive to negative values very rapidly with ultimate benefit of generator voltage regulation during transient disturbances. The thyristor network consists of either three-phase fully controlled or semi-controlled bridge rectifier. Field suppression resistor dissipates energy in the field circuit while the field breaker ensures field isolation during generator fault. Then the brushless excitation system of an alternator with rotating armature and stationary field is employed as the main exciter. Direct voltage for the generator excitation is obtained by rectification through a rotating and then the semiconductor diode network which is mounted on the generator shaft itself. Thus, the excited armature, the diode network and the generator field are rigidly connected in series. The advantages of this method of excitation is that the moving contacts such as slip ring and brushes are completely eliminated, thus offering smooth and maintenance free operation. A permanent magnet generator serves as the power source for the exciter field. The output of the permanent magnet generator is rectified with thyristor network and is applied to the exciter field. The voltage regulator measures the output or terminal voltage, compares it with a set reference and utilizes the error signal. If to control the gate pulses of the thyristor network, AC excitation system. AC excitation system having exciter ceiling voltage, exciter response, exciter builds up. The AC exciter system is it is defined as the maximum voltage that may be attained by an either with specified conditions of load. Exciter response, it is the rate of increase or decrease of the exciter voltage when a change in this voltage is demanded. As an example, consider the response curve dependence. The exciter builds up. The exciter builds up depends upon the field resistance and the charging of its value by cutting or adding. The greatest possible control effort is the complete shorting of the field rheostat when maximum current value is reached in the field circuit. This can be done by closing the conductor when the exciter is operated at rated speed at no load. The record of voltage as the function of time with a step change that drives the exciter to its ceiling voltage is called the exciter build-up curve, such a response curve also. In general, the represent day practice is to use 125 volt excitation up to 10 megavolt amps units and 250 volt system up to 100 MVA units. The units generating power beyond 100 MVA have excitation system voltages variedly. Some use 350 volt and 375 volt system, while some go up to 500 volt excitation also. Then a DC excitation system. The DC excitation system of this category utilize DC generator as source of excitation power and provide current to the rotor of the synchronous machine through slip ring. The exciter may be driven by a motor or the shaft of the generator. It may be either self-excited or separately excited. When separately excited, the exciter field is supplied by a pivot exciter compressing a permanent magnet generator. It consists of a DC commutator exciter which supplies direct current to the main generator field through slip ring. The DC machines having two sets of brush 90 electrical degree apart, one set on its direct D axis and the other set on its scatter Q axis. The control field winding is located on the D axis, a compensating winding in series with the D axis armature current, thereby cancelling negative feedback of the armature reaction. The brushes on the Q axis are shorted and very little control field power is required to produce a large current in the Q axis armature. The Q axis current is supplied mechanically by the motor. Then recent development and future trends or the advances in excitation system over the last 20 years have been influenced by development in solid state electronics. Development in analog integrated circuitry has made it possible to easily implement complex control strategy also. Then the latest development in excitation system has been the introduction of digital technology. Thyristor continue to be used for the power stage Control protection and logic functions have been implemented digitally, essentially duplicating the function previously provided by analog circuitry. Modeling of excitation system. Mathematical model of excitation system are essentially for the assessment of desired performance requirement for the design and coordination of supplementary control and protective circuit, and for system stability studies related to the planning and purpose of study. Then generator voltage control, having voltage control system also called an excitation control system or automatic voltage regulator, that means AVR. For the alternator, the excitation is provided by a device, another machine or a static device called exciter. For large alternator, the exciter may be required to supply a field current of as large as 6500 amps at 500 volt, and hence the exciter is a fairly large machine. Depending on the way the DC supply is given to the field winding of the alternator, which is on the rotor. The exciter are classified as DC exciter, AC exciter, and static exciter. Accordingly, several standard block diagrams are developed by the IEEE working group to respond the excitation system. The generator terminal voltage Vt is compared with the voltage reference V refer to obtain the voltage error signal del V. This signal is applied to the voltage regulator with the transfer function Ka by 1 plus Tas. The output of the regulator is then applied to exciter with a block of transfer function Ke by 1 plus Ts. The output of the exciter EFD is then applied to the field winding, which adjusts the generator terminal voltage. The generator field can be represented by a block with the transfer function Kf by 1 plus STF. The total transfer function del V by del V reference equal to G of S by 1 plus G of S. The stabilizing compensator is used to improve the dynamic response of the exciter. The input to this block is the exciter voltage and the output is stabilizing feedback signal to reduce the excessive overshoot. Then performance of AVR loop. The purpose of the AVR loop is maintain the generator terminal voltage within acceptable value. A static accuracy limit in percentage is specified for the AVR, so that the terminal voltage is maintained within that value. For example, if the accuracy limit is 4%, then the terminal voltage must be maintained within 4% of the base voltage. Next, steady state performance evaluation. The control loop must regulate the output voltage Vi so that the error is made equal to 0. It is also imperative that the response must be reasonably fast, yet not cause any instability problem. The performance of the AVR loop is measured by its ability to regulate the terminal voltage of the generator within prescribed static accuracy limit with an acceptable speed of response. Suppose the static accuracy limit is denoted by AC in percentage with reference to the nominal value. The error voltage is to be less than AC by 100 del by V by reference. Larger the overall gain, the forward block gain k smaller is the steady state error, but too large gain k cans instability. The dynamic response of voltage regulation control, as there are three time constant, we may write the three roots as and a typical root locus plot. From a plot, it can be observed that the gain higher than Kc, the control loop become unstable. Thank you.